All right, folks, we're going to get started here in just a second. We'll let some people join in. Hey, good morning. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the chance of severe weather. I'll outline that for you where it's going to be coming up. Remember, you can always ask questions. I'm monitoring my phone. That's how I see the questions. And please hit the share button right now so folks can know what we do here at MLive. All right, first, let's say good morning to Stan Hubble from Atlanta, Michigan, and Liza Marcus from Novi. Jason Norton, hey, thanks for watching. Good morning. So, we're going to obviously talk about severe thunderstorms. I've already alluded to that. A nice weekend is on the way, and what I'm calling a hot stretch, because I think we're going to have about 3 to 5 days of 90, 91, 92, probably not huge humidity. So it won't be one of these 95, 96, 97, 98 type things, but it will be a hot stretch for most of lower Michigan. Hey, good morning, John Robert Williams and Sarah Monk from Elba. Good morning to you, Mike Van Norman. Good morning from lovely Traverse City, Michigan. All right, here we go. So this is the forecast made by the Storm Prediction Center. They are, pretty much what you'd consider the experts. Well, I guess not pretty much. They are the experts on severe weather. So we had this old system in the past, and it was slight, moderate, and high risk of severe weather. Then they added categories, made it a little bit harder, but right now what you're looking at is a slight risk of severe weather in lower Michigan and what's called an enhanced risk in that kind of like cigar-shaped area from Wisconsin into the southern part of the state. But let's break it down for you a little bit. Then they did something that I think was smart, and they divided it up into types of severe weather. So here's the chance of a tornado within 25 miles of any point today. I'll get to the timing, but I guess I should tell you from the get-go, the timing is, I guess I would call it late afternoon into evening. Okay, and I'll show that to you on a couple of radar forecasts here in just a second. Thanks for joining me, everybody. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. If you could, do me a favor and hit the share button, and that lets folks know what we do. So basically, the greatest chance, the highest chance of a tornado would be in the southwest corner of the state. And I would agree with that because as the line of storms comes across the southern third of Lake Michigan, it will encounter what we call wind shear. And we've found that is probably the biggest factor for tornado development. But they're saying the main thing would be most likely what we call a bow echo. That's a line of thunderstorms that kind of takes this shape of a bow, and that's a sign that the jet stream is pushing down to the ground and wind rushing into the thunderstorm. So that bow echo likely would race from Wisconsin, northern Illinois, across southern Michigan. Yes, we can use I-94 as kind of the center point, so to speak, of the possible line of storms. And hail, not really a huge factor. We could see some scattered hail reports, but it's not expected to be a real big hail producer. All right, now one thing that has me not really miffed, but interested this morning is that there are thunderstorms already in southeast Wisconsin, northern Illinois. Now, those would be rolling through in the next couple of hours. That is not the main batch of thunderstorms that we're looking at. And usually we don't get two batches of strong to severe thunderstorms, but this one's coming through so early and the other batch coming through so late that I think the separation between the two is enough that it would still support severe weather. So you see the severe weather parts, excuse me. You see the severe weather parts are already developing out in where we expect them to develop: southeast Minnesota, Iowa, moving east into southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois. Those are the storms that will be here sometime late this afternoon, this evening. Satellite picture, the reason why I show you that, why is it so key for us in Michigan on severe weather? If you don't want severe weather, which most people don't, you want to see a lot of cloudiness. And so those storms ahead of the main batch of severe storms will be important as to how much cloudiness they lay out over southern Michigan and stay left over. And in my mind, they already look like those storms are diminishing in intensity, and it already looks like those clouds are diminishing. So I think we're probably going to have quite a bit of sunshine, and that builds the temperatures, builds the instability. So here's the radar forecast. I'm going to show you two models here. This is our high resolution rapid refresh, and it usually does quite well, and it seems to have a pretty good idea. So we're into noon today, and what it does is it takes that clump of thunderstorms right now in southeast Wisconsin and kills them off into showers as they go into southern parts of Michigan. Hey, good morning, Michelle Lincoln from Midland. And all right, we got a few accents in here. A day, Blaker. What about Saturday? I'll get to that, but Saturday right now looks pretty good. Okay. Hey, good morning, Leslie Wilson from the UP and Veronica Horn. So we'll keep going here. We're at 3 o'clock this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, midnight. So this model would say it's a 5, 6, 7 o'clock thing on the west side of the state, Muskegon, Ludington, Manistee, and then come across the southwest corner. And you see right there, this would be 9 o'clock. What you're seeing there is a possible merger of two lines of thunderstorms in the southwest corner where there's shear, and that's why the tornado threat is the highest there, and then it would evolve into a line of thunderstorms. Now, let's look at another model for you, and this one is, this is a good model too. This is called the NAM, North American model. It doesn't get updated every hour, but it does pretty well on severe weather. So here we are at noon on the NAM, and it also weakens that clump of thunderstorms now in Wisconsin. And then we go to 7 o'clock tonight, 8, 9, 10. So about the same area, maybe a little south, maybe centered more on I-94. And that's midnight. And then that's 3 in the morning. And that's 7 in the morning. So generally, I think everything's going to be out of Michigan by 7 or 8 in the morning. But this one would say that it's a 8 o'clock to midnight or 2 in the morning. 8 o'clock to midnight. Storms tend to weaken after about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So you have some time before you leave work. If you live on a lake in southern Michigan, make sure you have, the bimini top down so it doesn't catch the wind. But if you can get back home at a normal time, you probably will have a chance to cover your stuff up before storms hit. So we'll go into the weekend now. This is Saturday afternoon. I think this model probably hangs the rain back a little too much, as we've seen. Typically, a line of thunderstorms scours itself out of the area. The exception might be right at the border counties. How are we looking in Freeland, Michigan, Pat Hickman? I would say you are in the chance of severe weather, but if this line takes the I-94 track, then Freeland would not be in it too seriously. What it would be like Saturday at 3 in the afternoon in Lansing. Heather Vega, good morning. Should be pretty nice. Should be back to sunny skies and probably 80 to 82 degrees or so. Okay, Let's see. So you're saying it's not a great idea to have a sailboat race tonight from Holland to mid-Lake Bowie and back. Wrong answer. Yes, that's not a good idea. Okay, here's Sunday. Here's Sunday, it's dry. Now, here's Monday. Here's Tuesday. What we call air mass thunderstorms returning on the backside of the Bermuda High, sneaking up to states to our west. But we're going to have a slight northeast component, and that still keeps us kind of dry. We're into Thursday. We're into Friday the 3rd, July 3rd already. My buddy Tony Pan, he's a meteorologist friend. I've known him forever. We actually grew up together in our hometown. And he tweeted yesterday that Christmas is only 6 months away. Yikes. Okay, now here's the 4th, and here's the 5th. So this model would say we don't have rain after this until July 5th. That's kind of a long time to go at this time of the year. I think probably an air mass thunderstorm will sneak in there at some point, but nothing widespread. Okay, so here's this afternoon, temperatures in the 80s. And remember, the sunshine will dictate how warm you get, how unstable you get. And in the southern third of Michigan, it will dictate how strong the storms could be. Christine Vanderkalk, Brethren, Michigan storms for tonight. We're going to be camping. Sounds like we'll need extra tie downs. Brethren, it would be in the late evening, and the heaviest could miss south of Brethren if it does take that I-94 track. Leland, 6 p.m. tonight. Probably out of severe weather, but there could be a thunder shower around by 6 p.m. Could miss you altogether if it stays to the south. Let's see. Let's get Saturday's temperatures for you. Looking for highs of about, let's call it 80 to 85 in the south half, 75 to 80 in the north half. Sunday, nice looking day. Temperatures low to mid 80s, low humidity too. Monday, we'll call it mid to upper 80s. Tuesday, we'll call it mid to upper 80s. Remember, slight northeast component to the wind keeps the east side of the state just a touch cooler. We're looking at Wednesday, July 1st, mid 80s. We're looking Thursday, July 2nd, starting to creep toward 90. We're looking at July 3rd, Friday, July 3rd, probably 90, 91, 92. And Saturday, July 4th, probably right now 90 to 92 degrees. And then Sunday, July 5th, also possibly in the 90s. That's why I'm calling it a hot stretch. 3 to 5 days probably at 90, maybe 90, a lot of 91s, maybe 92, maybe 93. Probably not many 94, 95s. Okay, all right, let's go back to some questions from some folks. I want to try my new tinfoil kite tonight. Todd Anderson, we want to see a video of that. I'm just kidding. I don't recommend that whatsoever. What about Big Rapids, Bernie, Alexa Steed? Hey, that's again one of those couples that does the joint Facebook. I like it when I see that. Big Rapids, probably in the evening hours, the thunderstorms. Again, if we get that I-94 Bow Echo north of that by a couple of counties, you probably are out of it, but you're close. And just get things prepared. Will it wash away COVID? I doubt it. That's here to stay. What about Manchester? Yeah, you could be into the severe weather in the late evening hours. And good morning to Angela Holmes from Grand Rapids, Michigan. All right, there you have it. So today it's a waiting game. We'll watch and see where the thunderstorms are at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. If they're in central Wisconsin, it's more of a Muskegon to Grand Rapids to Flint thing for severe weather. If they're in Madison, Wisconsin, it's more of an I-94 track. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the weather with me here on MLive. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Thanks for sharing the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We'll have more for you, as you know, this afternoon and this evening, probably.